Really want to talk a little bit about what makes Textron Aviation successful. I could stand up here and talk about products, our airplanes, our service, but really what makes us successful and what makes us stand out is our customers. And I think as our industry faces a lot of outside challenges, I think one thing we as an industry need to do is talk more about our customers and talk about the power of business in general aviation. I think people outside of this industry, a lot of them think this is ultra-rich people flying around in luxury, when the reality is about 97% of the aviation fleet is focused on doing missions other than just luxury travel. They're in the hands of governments, universities, charitable organizations, small businesses, and individuals. And at Textron Aviation, in our over 90 years of history, we've been focused on building aircraft that provide real value for our customers. So what I'd like to talk a little bit about is give you some examples of how customers use our aircraft, and I'll talk to you a little bit about how that affects our strategy. One of our big key competitive advantages, we think, is our special missions capability. We serve a variety of customers worldwide in a variety of different missions, including air ambulance, maritime security, aerial surveillance, training, and utility transport. At Textron Aviation, our team in Wichita has amazing capabilities to customize the aircraft to support the customer's missions. And this has allowed us to build a really strong base of customers worldwide that do a variety of great things with our aircraft, including Babcock's Scandinavian Air Ambulance that took delivery of 10 King Air 250s and a Latitude that they're using in the air ambulance mission. NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, recently took delivery of a King Air 350. Civil Air Patrol is one of the largest operators of our piston aircraft, doing a variety of missions here in the U.S. The Japan Civil Aviation Bureau uses 3 CJ4s for air inspection. One that I recently learned about that's really interesting is CFIC, the China Flight Inspection Council, over in China, utilizes a fleet of Citation aircraft. And if you know that market, you know that they are heavily investing in commercial and general aviation. Every new airport that opens in China, a Citation is the first airplane that lands at that airport. So when the Beijing International Airport just recently opened, a Citation Sovereign was the first airplane to land. And the capabilities that we have allows us to serve those customers, and we're very proud of what our customers are able to accomplish with those products. Our capabilities also allow us to serve even smaller roles. This case study is about a company called Island Air and their CEO, Jackie Hamilton. They operate up in the Northwest, and they do charter operation for the San Juan Islands. There's no land connections there. They got used to ferrying people over, workers, executives over to these islands. But what they found is that we're getting increasing demand by women going into labor, giving birth, needing to get back to the mainland. In fact, they actually had a woman give birth on one of their aircraft, which was a Cessna aircraft. And so what Jackie and her team decided is that they needed to get some custom-built aircraft for this. So they bought a Cessna 206 and a Cessna Caravan and had it equipped for air ambulance operations. Now, Island Air operates over 300 flights a year for women going into labor on these islands to get them back to the mainland. In addition to missions like this, business and general aviation is critical for individuals and small business owners. Another customer of ours, Dr. Lance Ferguson, operates a Citation Mustang out of Kentucky, and he is an ophthalmologist and a surgeon. And what this airplane allows him to do is fly around Kentucky, around the region, and see multiple patients and conduct multiple surgeries in a single day. Besides being able to help grow his business, he's able to serve a lot of critical patients in need. And he could not do this without the Citation Mustang, without the power of business and general aviation, because we are able to provide products that can access over 10 times the number of airports here in the U.S. that commercial air transport can achieve. Another example I'd like to highlight is a customer out of Kansas, Cattle Empire, their CEO, Roy Brown. They have operated a C-90 for multiple years. They have managed up to over 250,000 heads of cattle across the Southwest. They could not run their business without the power of general aviation. We're proud to be part of that. They utilize their aircraft to go to unimproved strips, to land, check on their ranches, check on their farms and their animals. They're able to cut what would be a 3-day trip driving down to 1 day. In addition to just the productivity, they talk about how this is a satisfier for their employees. They're able to go out, do their work, and get home at night to be able to be with their families. And I think that's another key thing that a lot of people outside our industry don't realize, that the majority of people who use our products are not CEOs, not the ultra-rich. They're people in the mid-levels of the company, sales executives, service technicians who need to get to their customers, run their business, and our products in general aviation are a key part of that. Small businesses. General aviation is a key part of our economy worldwide. And I've already mentioned how 97% of the aircraft are outside of companies like Fortune 500, but almost 60% of the aircraft in the fleet are operated by companies that have less than 500 employees. So this is really a key, critical small business tool. Another case of that is Drury Southwest. This is the hotel chain you may be familiar with. When Drury saw that the Board of Education building in Cleveland, Ohio was about to go up for sale, they started to develop a business case. Then they found out the building was going to be auctioned. And so they would only have about 3 weeks to evaluate this opportunity. Using their Citation M2, what they were able to do was fly from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, up to Cleveland, ferry their teams back and forth. What would be about a 7-hour trip commercially was able to be accomplished in less than 2 with the M2. They were able to win the project, and they have now turned that building into one of the most popular hotels in Cleveland. Again, speaking to the power of the Citation product line and the power of general aviation. So how does that figure into our strategy? We are focused on investment and innovation, continuous investment and innovation that focuses on our customers and provides real value. We don't do technology for technology's sake. We listen to our customers and we go where they tell them. And what you see up here on the slide is an example, is our product line. You can see with the green checks, in the last 10 years, all of the new products or significant product enhancements that we've made. What we are exceptionally good at Textron Aviation is efficient investment and innovation. And we're going to continue that over the next 10 years and beyond. And you can see that with our two products that are in development, the Cessna Sky Courier and the Cessna Denali. We're excited about both of those aircraft. The Cessna Sky Courier, we anticipate to be an outstanding special mission and utility aircraft around the world. I have the opportunity to talk to people about that airplane. In addition to our launch customer of FedEx, people are really excited in this space about this aircraft, and we're excited to bring this one to the market. Cessna Denali, in addition to carrying passengers, a traditional aviation role, we anticipate this aircraft playing a lot of different special missions roles as well, and our team is already engaged with those types of organizations worldwide. But you can see that we are committed to continuing to invest, we're doing it profitably, and we're excited for what the future holds. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our newest product that we just certified in September, and we have begun deliveries on this aircraft, the Citation Longitude. We couldn't be more excited about this airplane. We are absolutely confident that this airplane is going to become the new standard for the super mid-size class. There's no one thing that sets this airplane apart, it's the entire package. If you look at the performance, range of 3,500 nautical miles, cruise speed of 483 knots, great performance profile. But where this airplane really shines is on the inside, in the cockpit with G5000 avionics. We've designed a clean cockpit, easy to operate with auto throttle for the pilots, so they can focus on flying the airplane. But our engineers and interior designers have absolutely hit a home run with the inside of this airplane. One of the quietest airplanes in all of business aviation, not just in this class. Low cabin pressure altitude, best-in-class legroom, fully accessible in-flight baggage. This is an amazing experience to fly in this airplane. I've had the opportunity to fly from Ohio to Paris. You arrive feeling refreshed like you do in no other business aircraft. You combine the performance, the inside of the airplane with the operating economics of this airplane, best-in-class operating cost, highlighted by the longest maintenance interval in the class of 18 months and 18 months or 800 hours. This just shows how we know how to build airplanes that provide real value for our customers, and we're excited as this airplane will be entering into NetJet's fleet later this year. I started out by saying one of our key advantages is our customers, which is true. We have customers who are willing to provide us with feedback. But one of our really key advantages is our employees. You can see that our Wichita team, our Independence team, where they build the airplanes, design the airplanes, has a true passion for aviation. The Longitude is a great aircraft. We have learned a lot with this airplane and the changing FAA rules, and we're going to take that to continue to invest in new products. And I can tell you that I love the last line of that video where he says, let's go get back to work. That's what we do. We're aviators, we're passionate about aviation, we're looking forward to getting on to our next product, and we're going to continue to invest to focus on our customers and continue over our 90 years of success in the marketplace. So that's all I have for prepared remarks, and I think hopefully I left a little bit of time for questions if you have any.
Do we have any questions for Rob?
Hi, Henry.
Hey,
well, we
Rob.
were figuring that on the way here. It was a 76-degree swing from the time we left Wichita to when we landed, so a little cold back in Wichita today.
Hey, on the airplane side, you mentioned the DOC on the longitude. What is it per hour?
We estimate it'll be just under $2,000 an hour to operate.
Thanks.
Great. Any more questions? Okay, thanks so much. I think the case studies were also brilliant. It's good to remind everyone in the room. Thank you very much, and we can break for coffee outside.